sisters, aunties, grannies, and lovers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel with me, Emiram.
Hi there, welcome back to another beautiful episode of this channel. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. I'm grateful and I don't take it for granted. So today is a very special day. We are preparing some meal for the kids, and that's how special it is. We are preparing for the kids in the neighborhood, and we chose to prepare soft, delicious jollof rice for them. Why? Because you understand, kids don't really like it long grain. They like it very soft, and so we decided to prepare this for them. So join me in the kitchen and watch how I prepared this jollof for them. As you saw earlier in the video, I cut my beef into very small tiny pieces, edible enough for the kids. And here I'm adding my spices one after the other, after which I will add some water, add some salt, and mix all this together and put on fire to boil. Please don't forget the ginger and garlic and salt as well. Guys, before we continue with this video, please let me first of all apologize for my voice. I've caught some cold and it's quite terrible, and that's why you hear me speak this way. So join me in the kitchen and then let's enjoy this video together. Although this meat was boiling, it was not as soft as we wanted it. So what we'll be doing is to leave it on fire for a few minutes. Cover it up for it to boil, and then you will see how tender and soft it looks just by cooking or boiling it. The next thing is to fry it, and for that we are using just a little oil, and we'll fry this up. We are going to cover it up because the purpose is to get it very soft. We are not frying it dry, but we are frying it soft. And so we'll cover this up just to make sure it fries well and turns to golden brown. So as we leave it on fire to cook whilst frying, we're going to cut our tomatoes and pepper together. And I'm not going to add water to this because I want the stew to be rich. So you can see I'm just blending it well with the pepper. Guys, let's check out on our meat. Can you say this? And I think it's not ready, right? So what do? We'll leave it on fire, we'll stir it together and leave it on fire again to fry for some few minutes. Then you'll see the result of it. As you can see, this is exactly what we wanted, and we have gotten it. So we'll just scoop all this out from the oil, and then we'll move to preparing our stew. We'll start by adding some more oil to what we already have. But of course, if you used a lot of oil in frying the meat, and that's enough for the jollof, there's no need to add some more oil. And so we'll add some onions, some blended ginger and garlic, and a tomato paste. So we are going to mix all this together and allow it to fry for some minutes. So to check if the paste has fried well, you can look at this. It looks quite sticky to the sauce part. And so I'll be adding my blended tomatoes and pepper to this, and I'll mix all together. As a word of caution, we'll be doing a lot of mixing today here. And so I'm going to mix all this together and leave it fire to simmer for some time. I'm back, and you can see how good it looks already just by covering it and leaving it on fire. So I'm going to mix all this together, and then I'll add my spices. So I started with my bay leaf, added my rosemary, added my jollof and stew seasoning, and then I'm adding some curry powder, and lastly I'll add some shrimp powder. So I'm going to mix all this together again, and leave it on fire. again to allow the spices to diffuse into the sauce. What you just saw is the stock I'm adding to the stew, and so this will allow it to release some sweet aroma into the sauce. I'll go ahead and add some seasoning cube and some fish powder into the sauce or the stew and give it a very good stir and leave it on fire for some time. So I'm back to check it up, and I think our stew is almost ready. So what we're doing is to set some stew aside, and we'll be adding it later on to the jollof rice because we want it rich. Please, I just want it very rich and soft. I'll go ahead and add the meat to the stew and give it another good stir. Leave it on fire to give it a more tender texture like we wanted it, and then we'll be adding our rice to it. So like you see in the video right now, I'm adding my rice to it, and I will mix this all up so every grain is coated with the stew, and then leave it on fire to fry before adding some water to cook it. This looks very rich already. I'll be adding some more stew to make it richer. Very rich. So we're adding more stew and give it another good stir, and then we leave it on fire to fry. Gosh, this looks so beautiful and intense, so rich. My God, my husband tasted the stew and was like, "Baby, this one was best so far." But why for the kids? And I laughed. Guys, we are back from frying the jollof rice, with the stew, and you can see the texture. You see how it looks like? We are going to just add our water to it, and if you can hear this, you see the shh sound. It means that we fried it well. So I'm going to give this a very good stir, all mixed together, and then we'll leave it on fire to boil. Beware, this is jollof rice you are preparing, and so you don't want to leave it on fire for a very long time. Just within 5 or 10 minutes you should check this out, and then make sure that the water goes down just a little more, and then you mix it again. Like I said, the warning I gave, we are going to do a lot of stirring, a lot of mixing today. Don't forget to add your salt to this before you cover it up and then leave it on fire for some time. Okay, we are going to be eating this with some plantain. So while we leave this on fire, the jollof on fire, we're going to be slicing our plantain into pieces, to get it ready for frying. So as you can see in the video, I'm cutting this into smaller pieces, and then I will add some salt and some just little water and leave it for some time before I fry it all. With this jollof, we are going to use traditional way in preparing it. A lot of traditional ways. So one of it is the plastic bag. You can see I'm using this instead of the aluminum foil. Yeah, I guess. So I'm going to use I'm good with this. I trust this method, and it helps to make it more softer. So I use the plastic bags and cover it up, come back, and then I'm giving it a good stir. I'm making sure, as much as I want this very smoky and delicious, I don't want it burnt because I want to save a lot more jollof for the kids. And so I came back within the shortest possible time and mix it all together, and then I will be covering up again because as you can see there's some water in it again. So we'll cover this up again and leave it on fire for some time. I guess we've been able to drain a lot more water from the jollof, so it looks quite perfect already. And so we'll give this a very good stir, and guess what? We are going to add our stew. Yes, we're going to add our stew. stew and mix all together. I wish you guys are here to just enjoy this meal and understand how special it is. I mean, how special it is. We are mixing this time around. We are adding the napkin, a very clean one, of course, for that matter, to cover it up. We want it more softer. See the smoke coming from it. You can tell by looking at this that it's going to be a smoky jollof. And you know what smoky jollof? Yes, this is going to be very delicious. Our rice is ready, but I'm going to show you. You can see some white traces, which means that we need one last covering to turn everything. We don't want some parts hard. Okay, so we are going to cover it one last time, and then we get it softer. And oh god, what's the point? This looks so good. This looks so good. So whilst we do that, we are going to fry our plantain, and then we'll check on our jollof. Behold guys, our jollof is ready. It's ready to be consumed by anyone. And so I'll stir it up and set it aside whilst I check on the plantain, because it's now the main focus, right? But wait. Give this a very good check. Just check it out. Anyways, so plantain, of course, we wanted some golden brown, and so you can see this is ready. And so we are going to fetch this from the oil and set aside. The food is ready, and so we are going to be serving it. And how I wish, oh my god, how I wish any of you are here to enjoy this sweet. I couldn't have enough. I just try to taste have my first before giving to the kids, and I couldn't have enough of it. Just look at this. Very soft, rich. It's extremely rich, and I just can't exaggerate it enough. It was so perfect. It was worth it, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm sorry about my display, but this was so good. It was extremely good. I'm going to try it again. So guys, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit on the subscription button and subscribe. Please like and share to your friends. But until we meet again, guys, it's love from my side. Have a wonderful day and have a great weekend. Bye.
It's the world honestly burning, that's all.